Dear visitors of ESCMID, welcome to this video to inform you on the objectives and activities of the ESCMID study group for veterinary microbiology, which is the home for veterinary microbiologists and One Health professionals within ESCMID. ESGVM was founded in 2015 simultaneously with VetCast, which is a subcommittee of EUCAST dealing with all aspects of antimicrobial susceptibility testing of bacterial pathogens of animal origin and animal bacteria with zoonotic potential. The main objectives of ESGVM are harmonization and optimization of diagnostics and antimicrobial susceptibility testing of animal pathogens. The other one is promotion of One Health and antimicrobial stewardship by developing treatment guidelines. In the next video you will meet Professor Luca Guardabassi from University of Copenhagen, and he was one of the founders of ESGVM, and he was recently elected as Vice Chair of the Scientific Advisory Board from the Joint Programming Initiative on Antimicrobial Resistance. In an introductory interview, Luca shares his vision on One Health.
Well, first of all, thank you for considering me an expert in One Health. Sometimes I feel that the general understanding of One Health in the scientific community is actually quite different from my understanding. So I see a lot of colleagues and scientists believing that One Health is the transmission of diseases and AMR between animals and humans, and I think this is just a small aspect of One Health, at least from my perspective. I believe that One Health is more a strategic approach towards joint training and scientific collaboration between professionals in different sectors, especially human and veterinary medicine, but also environmental sciences to some extent. So it's okay to focus on transmission of AMR, but let's try also to improve share knowledge between veterinarians and physicians, between clinical microbiologists that work in human and veterinary laboratories and infectious disease specialists that work in human and veterinary hospitals. I think this is the most important part of the One Health concept, and there is still a lot to do in the future to implement this concept in the real world.
An important spin-off activity from ESGVM is a cost action named Innovate, which stands for European Network for Optimization of Veterinary Antimicrobial Treatment. Peter Damborg is the chair of Innovate, and he's also chair of VetCast, the subcommittee of EUCAST. Els Broens is a co-chair of Innovate, and she is also chair of the ESCMID study group for veterinary microbiology. In the next video you will see why Innovate is very important.
Bacterial infections in humans and animals have been treated with antibiotics for decades, but overuse and misuse of the drugs have created a dilemma.
Antimicrobial resistance is a huge problem.
It's not a national problem, it's a global problem.
Appropriate use of antibiotics is important to avoid resistance development.
To tackle this problem, veterinary practitioners, microbiologists, and other experts from 45 countries across Europe and beyond are cooperating in the Innovate project. Their goal: optimizing veterinary antimicrobial use and thereby fighting antimicrobial resistance.
We can see now an increasing trend of resistance in animals. For production animals, it's not such a problem for the animals themselves, but it can be a problem for us who eat the animals. So we can get a steak with bacteria with resistance, and then we can have a hard time if we get an infection later, and it can be difficult to treat us. So it's actually both a problem for humans and for animals.
The Innovate Consortium met recently in Padua, Italy for a training seminar on antibiotic treatments.
From my point of view, this is a great opportunity for me, because I am here with the specialists from all over Europe, people that I only read their scientific manuscripts. Now I have opportunity to talk and to collaborate with them. I will acquire knowledge from mathematical modeling of pharmacokinetics, data of antimicrobials that are used in veterinary species, and that is the main reason why I'm here.
In addition to the training, the partners began working on the development of new guidelines for antibiotic usage.
Well, it's very important to have antimicrobial treatment guidelines for veterinary, and I think we do have to harmonize this for the European countries and maybe even worldwide. So we have to think of guidelines which are applicable for all countries.
You can see veterinarians struggling to find antibiotics. We want to give them the guidelines so they can look up in a book or something and find out this is actually a better choice for the skin infection in a dog than another choice that they used to do.
Along with the guidelines, the project partners are also revising and enhancing microbiological diagnostic procedures.
One thing is that you have a good experience in treating wound infections with a certain drug, but this might be a superbug that you didn't see coming, and you would get the evidence of that through diagnostics. So we are trying to improve the diagnostics to make it more reliable.
In the years to come, Innovate will establish the foundation for more evidence-based and reliable antibiotic treatment, with the aim of minimizing antimicrobial resistance. This will be carried out by an interdisciplinary network, which is open to any experts who are interested in contributing. For more information, please visit our website.
Another activity of ESGVM is the organization of Ikkohar, the International Conference on One Health Antimicrobial Resistance. The next and third edition of this conference will be held in April in Copenhagen, just after ESCMID 2023. So I hope that this short introduction on the ESCMID study group for veterinary microbiology has inspired you to apply for a membership. To get to know us better, come and visit our annual business meeting on Monday 25th of April at 4 p.m. in room Fernando Pesa 3, and follow us on LinkedIn and Twitter for the latest news. Thank you for listening.